Hey guys, John here again today. I have an awesome Ubers battle for you. That's right, it's an Ubers battle. I try and battle all tiers to keep the game interesting for both me and you guys watching the video. So this was a battle with a guy named Animal, and you can find his channel's link in the description below. And I also have another thing, if anyone out there wants to help me out with making a video intro, maybe, and by help me out, I mean just make it for me, because I do not have any of the software on the computer capable of really making the intro, and I don't have the money. I would need to buy the software, and I don't feel like pirating it all. So anyways, that would be awesome. I'd definitely give you a shout out, tell people to sub you and all that stuff. So yeah, also you'll notice is I'm Platinum. I have both Platinum and Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So anyways, getting to the battle now, because that is what I came here to narrate. He leads off with Kyogre. I lead off with Caesar. Caesar is an awesome, anti-lead, anti-everything in Ubers. Almost built for Ubers play. But he's definitely not an Uber because he's not that unbalanced. And he kills me in one hit with Water Spout, though, which I don't know if the crit mattered. Now, go out to Darkrai. Darkrai is pretty awesome. He's like the Breloom of Ubers because he has an 80% sleep move, although not 100% accuracy. Not 100% accuracy. More often than not, it's going to hit. So, I nasty plot while he's asleep. He's going to be tormented by my ability. And, yeah, this is pretty much just going to force a switch. So, on the switch, I'm going to go for the safe Dark Pulse, assuming he'll try and bring out something that could outspeed me. And he goes out to Rayquaza, probably just his death fodder. But, yeah, this Dark Pulse is going to kill it, and that just shows how paper-thin Rayquaza's defenses are, although his attacking power is not something you want to mess with. But you'll find that out later. So anyways, he goes out to a Mewtwo. I Dark Pulse, knowing I'm faster than him. I'm like, why would he send out a Mewtwo? Well, now I figure out why. He has a Sash. Crap. So, he's going to use Thunderbolt right back at me, and after 2 Life Orb damages, that'll be just enough to KO, and, Darkrai's defenses aren't all that spectacular either, so I am going to die, and rain will continue to fall. So anyways, I go out to Fortress, and this is what I like about Ubers. You can still use OU Pokemon, and it makes for a balanced team, and I use Fortress, and this is actually the first video I've ever used a Fortress in, even though he's one of the prime users of Toxic Spikes, which is my channel name, and he used my logo, like my profile picture, so I figured why not use a Fortress? And this is what Fortress is awesome about doing in Ubers. He can set up Stealth Rocks and Toxic Spikes. Now, Stealth Rock helps in every tier, but Toxic Spikes is crucial because there's no poison Pokemon used in Ubers. No one's going to use a Tentacruel, no one's going to use a Roserade, excuse me, but, so, I mean, you don't have to worry about them getting absorbed, and Steel types won't be affected, but still, I mean, this Toxic Spikes really help out. He tries to take that opportunity to recover there, but I have the payback, and I get to set up 2 layers of Toxic Spikes, which is just going to completely screw over his team. And, yeah, Fortress isn't very common, also, and so unless they have, Fire Blast on their team, they're not going to be dealing any damage to Fortress. So, yeah, I'm going to keep on using Payback, which he thought that maybe it would do less damage this time, but it seems to be doing just about as much. I don't know why, because I figured it'd do more damage when I take damage first, but I think that's only physical attacks or something like that. Whatever, not going to dwell on that. Getting on with the battle, he's going to Thunderbolt me to kill me, but Fortress did his job, and now I'm going to send out my favorite Pokemon of all time. Yep, Wobbuffet. I just think he's awesome. He's been my favorite Pokemon since I was a kid. And I remember as a kid watching the TV show and everything, I used to love Wobbuffet, and he was, one of Team Rocket's guys, I think, and he's just awesome. Just look at him. And in Ubers, he's a cheap Pokemon. I realize that, but I actually think that it involves a lot of strategy using him. If you want to use him for different things, Like, you gotta be careful using Encore, Safeguard, Miracle, stuff like that, And, I don't know, his ability pretty much makes him amazing. But now, Animal, being very smart, is going to go out to the best Wobbuffet counter. And in Ubers, and pretty much any other tier, the only Wobbuffet counter. And, it's going to Dark Void to sleep me, hoping I can get, a first or second turn Wake, and then get the Safeguard off, so this Darkrai can't get the rest of my team, to sleep and just keep on being annoying. But at least that Toxic's going to keep on doing consistent damage. So it's kind of a stalling-ish part where he just keeps attacking me and poison damage, and all that good stuff. And since I'm a special wall, I take this shadow ball quite nicely. I'm a little more specially. I'm not a special wall, I'm specially built though. So yeah, obviously Fortress is like my second favorite Pokemon, but Wobbuffet's my first, and always will be my first. Like, if I could have one Pokemon in real life, it would be a Wobbuffet. Ah, the crazy times we'd have. But anyways, so this Star War is almost over, and trying not to sound like a complete nerd here. He's gonna kill off my Wobbuffet. He went for a Dream Eater there. Don't know if it was like a misclick, maybe, because he, I don't know, yeah, I mean, maybe he's hoping he gets some health back, but that's just gonna build up on his toxic damage. That's really going to matter. No, actually, that's a lie. It's kind of not going to matter that much. But anyways, his Darkrai's dead. And now I go out to an awesome, not a Darkrai counter in particular. Well, actually, this particular Kyogre counters Darkrai. I have a Rest, Sleep Talk, Calm Mind Kyogre. I like to call it my Crocoon Uber form, because it's pretty much just Crocoon, but with better stats. And better everything. Move pool. And, so I have Calm Mind, Rest, Sleep Talk, and Surf, which makes him a bitch to take out. But anyways, he's gonna realize that I have the Sleep Talk after he misses the Dark Void. I'm like the one time I wanted to be put to sleep. So he's gonna start attacking me, and now when he attacks here, I'm just gonna set up a Calm Mind, but it ends up not mattering at all because I switch out anyways. But at least his Darkrai's dead, which is awesome because I didn't really have anything else left to handle that Darkrai, and he would have severely crippled my last sweeper. So yeah, bye bye Darkrai. You annoy people. It's like when Darkrai's die, I feel like prelims are dying, so I'm happy. Anyways, he goes out to Kyogre. And I don't want to risk staying in because I know he may have Thunder. And I switch out to Rayquaza. And hopefully I can get, Dragon Dance off. And with Airlock, there's a chance the Thunder might miss, I believe. So, I mean, and it's only neutral damage anyway, non-stab neutral damage. So he protects, so I know he doesn't have Thunder at this point. I get off a free Dragon Dance. I'm not going to be greedy and go for 2 Dragon Dances because I still know that he probably has some attacks that can deal heavy damage, so I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Outrage here. And at +1 attack, an Outrage, a stabbed Outrage with the Life Orb, does insane amounts of damage and kills off that Kyogre in one hit. Granted, there was a little bit of Stealth Rock damage. Now he's going to go out to his Groudon, which I get a stupid crit here. Now I say stupid because I feel like maybe his Groudon could have done more had I not gotten this crit, but anyways, I would have gone out to Kyogre after, which would have completely destroyed him anyways. But, yeah, so I get off the Outrage, get a critical hit. Don't know how much that affected the game at all, because his last Pokemon anyways was an Entei. And, I don't know, he says it's more of a stalling Entei. I'm not sure how this thing works out in Ubers, but hey, coolness points right there. You get awesome coolness points for having an Entei. And I don't get the third turn. I get this third turn confusion, not the second turn confusion, which allows me to get off this Outrage, which kills him, and that will be good game. So anyways, guys, that was my first Ubers battle, and if you notice in this battle, I think I'm trying to play music. If it ends up not working, there will be no music. I'm trying to get background music in it, though, so it's not so bland. My question of the day is, what is your favorite Pokemon of all time? Mine is definitely Wobbuffet. And maybe Fortress is like a second favorite, so I want to know what your favorite Pokemon is of all time. Rate, comment, sub, guys. Peace, and remember that video intro stuff I talked about, that would be nice. And oh yeah, if you want to battle me, add me on Skype. You know, I've told you enough now. So rate, comment, sub. Peace, guys.